Ministry of Health has reintroduced the mandatory wearing of masks in enclosed spaces, including offices, places of worship, as well as public service vehicles, following an upsurge of COVID-19 infections in the country. Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe says that the COVID-19 overall positivity rate has risen from a weekly average of 0.6% at the beginning of May 2022, if you remember, to a weekly average of 10.74 in the week ending 19th of June 2022. This is, according to Kagwe, has highly been attributed to laxity, in particular during the political campaign seasons. Let's take a look at that story in more detail.
With the electioneering period taking shape, the Ministry of Health is concerned over the laxity being displayed by a section of the political class and those attending campaign rallies.
Kuna watu ambao wana shout, unamwangalia unaona sasa anafanya kelele mingi, amefungua kila kitu. Na sasa ule mwingine pia anafanya hivyo hivyo. Sasa hiyo virusi inaruka kutoka huyu, Huwezi kusema si kwa sababu wewe ni wauda, huwezi kupata virusi kutoka mtu wa Azimio, ama mtu wa Azimio hawezi kupata kutoka UDA. Hii kitu haina chama ya kisiasa.
Health Cabinet Secretary Mutahi Kagwe noting that the country has been facing an upsurge in the number of COVID-19 infections, with the overall positivity rate rising from a weekly average of 0.6% at the beginning of May 2022 to a weekly average of 10.74% in the week ending 19th of June 2022.
Most of the functions I attend these days, people talk about when COVID was here. You know, they talk about in the past tense. Wakati wa COVID. Kama wakati wa COVID uliisha. Wakati wa COVID ni sasa. Wakati wa COVID iko hapa saa hii.
The CS saying that it was time the country went back to the basics, such as wearing masks in enclosed spaces such as passenger vehicles, churches, among others.
That we must once again take our steps to prevent the slide into a crisis like the one we experienced in 2020 and 2021, when we lost many lives and resources.
If you have flu-like symptoms, please stay at home. Don't go to work and expose other people, because flu, common cold, COVID, like other respiratory tract infections, are highly transmissible.
Kagwe noting that the ministry was still concerned over the low number of people taking the COVID-19 vaccine, with only that 1.5% of the adults being fully vaccinated.
The slow uptick of vaccination rates that we have are from over 300,000 per day down to about 12,000 per day, and now likely dropping to about 5,000 per day.
This coming as the country recorded 252 new COVID-19 cases out of 1,993 samples tested in the last 24 hours. This representing a 12.6% positivity rate. No death was reported, with 75 patients currently admitted to hospital. Out of this number, 1 patient is in the intensive care unit, with another 3,081 receiving treatment at home. With the recent rise in the COVID-19 positivity rate, the Ministry of Health has maintained that one of the ways to beat the virus is to get vaccinated, even as it urged members of the public to continue adhering to the set containment measures. Nancy Okware, reporting for Prime Edition from Afya House, Nairobi.